Hello and welcome back. It's time for Chit Chat with Two Teas. As usual, I am your host and counseling psychologist, JL Valdez, and with me today is our extra special guest. All my guests are extra special.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And do I pronounce your name Figuero?
Figuero.
Yeah. So that A is just playing around in the back?
There's no H.
A. There's an A.
No, there's no A.
There's no A?
There's no A. It's
Figuero.
Oh, yeah.
So where you get the A from?
It's no A. I think you're mistaken with that one.
I just making up an A?
Yeah, you're throwing in that one day.
Okay, guys, so there's no A. Back to you. Thanks. There's an A in Valdez, but not in Figuero.
Yeah.
Okay? So anyway, my special guest, Antonio Figuero. Yay! That sounds so good. Phonetically, Antonio Figuero.
Yeah. I'll get a quick little history about that name.
Tell me.
Initially, my name was supposed to be Rose.
Boy.
I'm telling you.
So they were expecting a girl?
So when I say Rose, my last name.
Oh, okay.
The family name. So my grandfather's mother name was Figueroa.
Right.
And either Figueroa or Figueroa, I had a double check, one of the two. And his father, so my great grandfather's name was Rose.
Okay.
And some way, nobody knows exactly how, my grandfather ended up with sorry, I mixed it up. Let me start over the story. right? Let me start over the story.
Okay, I listen.
So it was supposed to be Rose, right? Initially, right? Because my great grandfather's last name was Rose.
Right.
And his mother name was Figaro. And if I remember it correctly, it's
Figaro.
Figaro.
Okay.
Right? Because I saw it on my grandfather's death certificate or something like that. I can't remember. And then nobody knows exactly, but he ended up with his mother's last name. But beyond that, somebody in the birth certificate office might have made a mistake.
Yeah.
So
that happens.
Out of him, we are the only people in Trinidad and Tobago with Figuero.
Right, because I think that's why I know that spelling usually has an A. Yeah. So that's probably why in my head there was an A.
It's probably because remember those days you handwriting everything.
Yeah.
So in the handwriting thing, I just suppose the A somehow it turned into a U and a E. Yes, some way, somehow.
Well, all right. So everybody with the name Figuero is your cousins, what you're saying. So all they can come and find. Okay, no.
One way or another. Yeah, I have some family down in DB or something like that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them in Puna.
Yeah.
On my father's side. My mother, she's from St. Vincent, so I don't have much of her family down there.
Okay.
Yeah, most of her family either in St. Vincent or in the US.
Do you come from a big family in terms of brothers and sisters?
2 brothers, 1 sister.
Not too bad.
I'm the last one.
Oh, yeah. They saved the best for last.
Well, yeah.
He loves you, brothers and sisters. He does love you very much.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here with Antonio at Antonio the Salon. Why did you name your salon after yourself?
My Instagram originally, before the idea of a salon or anything like that, was Cuts by Antonio, because I started off doing male haircuts. Okay. Simple, very simple. You want a haircut by who?
Antonio, right.
And I always believe branding is supposed to be easy and easy to remember.
Yeah.
Right? I am not a complicated guy, and I don't believe your brand name, your logo, things like that should be very complicated either. So I kept the Instagram simple, Cuts by Antonio.
Right.
When the idea came up to do the salon, now I opened the salon, I was already known by Cuts by Antonio.
Okay.
So now Cuts by Antonio open a salon.
Antonio the Salon.
Whereas it's just to make it easy to remember.
Yeah.
I could have come up with all kind of French names. People just come up with all kind of salon and this and that and all kind of crazy stuff. All I would do is just make it hard to remember.
It's true.
Right?
Or make it easy to mutilate.
Because I'm very much aware that the more people remember you,
the
easier it is to get them through your doors.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
KFC is very easy. KFC. And of course, they did a good job at the branding and stuff.
Yes.
But the fact that it's easy to remember,
you're
more likely to remember my place than somebody else's place whose name is hard to pronounce.
It's true.
So I honestly just kept it very simple. Antonio, what it is a salon.
Well done. Good job.
Yeah.
So we're here with Antonio at Antonio the Salon.
No rocket science. Yeah.
So we in Chaguanas, Central, and we wanted Antonio to tell us a little bit about himself before we go into.
First and foremost, a man of God.
Amen.
Right? I wasn't always saved, but I have to say that all this what you're seeing here is only possible through the grace of God.
Praise God for that. Yes.
And he definitely has his hand on my life and my family's life as well too. What else they don't know about me? People generally don't know much about me.
Oh, so this might be a little bit of peeling back.
Well, a little bit,
Just a little bit, not too much.
Yeah. Because generally, what people know about me or the general public is what I put out on social media. And I don't put out my personal life.
Fair enough.
Right? I am not that guy that you're going to know anything about.
Okay.
Right? But we could share some stuff that is public knowledge as well too.
So, like, we could share who your wife is?
Of course.
Okay.
Big up Dasa.
Big up Dasa. Right?
The
Vloot. All right. And you all may remember her because she was also a guest on this podcast.
Yes.
So now we have the complete set.
Yeah.
We have the both of you.
But when she was on the podcast, it was during COVID.
Yes.
So it was through the Zoom.
Yes. So so unfortunately, Dasa, Antonio has one up on you because it's in person. All it means is that the next time we'll just have the both of you together. That's what it means.
That's all I got planned.
Okay, great. Yeah.
And she does way better interviews than me, by the way.
I mean, you're doing pretty well. So far, so good.
Everything I doing good, she does better.
I mean,
she's more entertaining than me.
Oh man, that's his man, you know.
She's way more entertaining. I see why she married. Yeah. So where I fall short, she pick up the slack.
That's the balance. That's how it should be, right?
So about me, I do have what I would consider a pretty decent sized family. I have four children, all girls, right? All girls, no boys. And for those who wondering, I'm not going back to the boy, so don't even ask. Right?
Don't even ask.
Yeah. That's usually the next question.
Yeah, when you went back for the boy, like they're paying for the pampers.
You understand? Mind your business. Don't ask me nothing. Right? Good. So it's settled. Right? In terms of doing it here full time, as we were discussing off camera before, I only came back into it full time in 2002.
Okay.
Right? So even
just the other day.
Yeah. No, not 2022.
Okay.
2022.
21. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Before that, if we rewind a little bit, I've been doing here since I was 17 years old. So 20 going
So 5 years ago?
Don't make me blush. Yeah. So 20 to 21 years now I've been officially doing here. Right?
Okay.
But
a long time.
Yeah. But most of the years was done. I've been doing male haircuts for the most part. Right? And through that, I was doing it at the side, was never full time.
Okay.
Right? I cut here, locally. I cut here in New York, Queens as well. Queens for a period in time as well. And then came back to Trinidad, and I never did it full time.
Okay.
So when I was 18 as well, I went and I started doing medical transcription.
What?
I was typing medical reports.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? After that, I transitioned into X-ray. So I have a bachelor's in radiography. I did that for a number of years. I think 2 years until I transitioned into MRI. And
how? Okay, tell the story. And
I transitioned.
I'll come back. Yeah.
That's a whole story by itself, but it's just easier to just say I transitioned.
Okay.
Right? So, and I did MRI for the most part of that professional side of it. Working in the hospital, dealing with patients and things like that. And then it was in March 2022, I was fired from that job.
Okay.
Right? Now I walk out the job smiling, right? I've been honest with you, even though I love the job and what it was, I was always working on different things.
Yeah.
Right? So at that time, during that period, even before, I had opened up a barber shop in Port of Spain.
Okay.
Right? I had closed it during the COVID period and stuff. And I had an online store as well. And that online store was running. Right? And it was still running. So even though the threat or the loss of income on that side, I wasn't worried about it because I know myself. I always up to something,
Yeah.
doing something. I always have something I'm working on. I always loved business and the idea of doing business. So even though it might have looked like a closed door and people was worried about me because I have a mortgage to pay,
Yeah,
I have a kids to buy,
yes.
I was never worried, and I knew that big things are about to happen now. Because whenever you listen to these success stories and whatnot, and you hear about how you started off, everybody started off getting fired. So I know this was my time now.
I love it.
Right? No, honestly.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
The workers and them, they were very sad.
Yeah.
I say, you see me sad? I say, why are you looking so?
Yeah.
Because I know it's about to go down now.
The big break was going to come. Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but I know it was about to go down.
Yeah.
And this was the start of it.
Wow.
So I went home, you know, and as I said, I still had my online store. So I was there making money. But I had a lot of time on my hands. Right? Because I will only just wait for the emails to come through with orders. Basically. And then for the rest of the day, I free or I was painting or whatever. Yeah. So I say, okay, I need to stop wasting so much time. It had two things I'm good at. I could paint and I could cut hair. That is all I could do for the community. Paint or cut hair.
That's all I could do for the community.
That is all. Nothing else. I have no other skills.
I mean, but it's pretty good. Like, I don't know, guys. I mean, you will see, but we are actually, you know, we are seated in front of Antonio's artwork. So it's not as good as the stick people I can do, but you know, it's pretty good. Yeah.
So that's what I think. I'm not good at anything labor intensive. I can't wash cars. I can't build houses. Can't do electrician. Can't do plumbing.
This right here is what we can do for the community.
I could do two things that I could offer a service. I could paint, and people could enjoy that. Or I could cut hair. So cool. And well, I did tell you about the
Cuts by Antonio.
Right? Yeah. So I went and I started. I joined a barbershop. Okay. And I started cutting hair and thing, and that it turned out pretty well. You know, and I knew where I kind of wanted to go. Everybody thought I was mad. Right? Okay. Because here I am with a bachelor's degree, postgraduate certificate in MRI, cutting hair.
Well, this is what I was going to ask you earlier when you talked about the story. How we reach from there to here?
Right.
To here.
So I'll tell you something, right? And this is biblical too. When they get a vision, God only gives the vision to you. Right. Not to anybody else. Right? So to everybody else, they will look like you're crazy. But you know where this thing going. Because you don't get the vision from the Lord already. Right? So I knew where it was going. Nobody else knew. Everybody thought I was mad. Right? But I know I ain't mad. Last I check.
Yeah, I mean, should do those checks regularly.
Last I check. Right? So I stick with it. And I know that in any industry, any business, you could be selling straws. You could do well selling straws. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. So in the hair industry, everybody have hair in the head, but for the most part. Right? And so I know a large percentage of the population will need haircuts. Right? And I don't need all the population. I need a very, very, very small percentage to be able to live. A very, very small percentage. Any business here, you only need a small percentage of the population. So I know how to do well. Right? But it wasn't easy. Right. And I felt like quitting a couple of times, more than I could count. Right? Because the first month I went back in, the very, very first month, I made $1,650 flat.
In a month.
Flat. I didn't even scratch my mortgage. Right? And most days I would spend it sitting down doing nothing. Right? But I know. Vision. I know. Stick with it. Next month, that $1,650 turned to $3,200. Stick with it. I say, okay, we're going somewhere. Next month again, we went a little bit higher. Next month a little bit higher. And the next month a little bit higher. Wow. Right? Until eventually it was covering the mortgage. Right? Until eventually covering the mortgage and then some. And then some, right? And then eventually. Right? So after about a year now, a year working at that barbershop, the time had come where I had to move on to something else. Right? And then knowing that I love business and I love elevating and doing well and stuff, I didn't want to just go and work in another barbershop. So I said, here's what, time to open my own. Yeah.
It's good. Guys,
Yeah.
like, but it's just fun.
Yeah. So I said, okay, time to open my own thing. Because during that year I was saving money. Right? So I had a lump sum of cash and I opened the salon where I was. You know, the first place, that was the Laclave Street location.
Okay.
Upstairs. Small size.
Yeah.
But you had to start where
somewhere.
you could,
Exactly.
You know? And even though that wasn't the vision, from day one I know that wasn't it.
Yeah.
I had to start where I could, right? Because rent is expensive, equipment is expensive, and if I tell you the figure to open that little place, you got ball.
Yeah, I believe you.
Right? You got ball to open that little salon that I had there. But we function, you know. And then I hired 1 staff, hired 2 staff, and then now today in this second location now, because I just opened here.
Yeah.
After 2 years in the old location, here with myself and 5 other staff. Right, praise God.
Yes.
And growing.
Yes.
You know. So I could give you all the little stories in between, but that's just a synopsis of it.
Okay.
A bird's eye view of how we ended up here. Right?
It's pretty amazing.
Just one thing I need to go back to.
Tama.
Where the transition from doing male, mostly male hair to female hair, it wasn't easy. Right? So during that first year at that barbershop where I tell you about, I decided to go and do a hairdressing course.
Okay.
Right? And I was in doing the hairdressing course because I wanted to do more. I didn't just want to just stick to what I knew.
Yeah.
Because doing male haircuts could get pretty monotonous.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost the same thing all the time. And I like challenges, you know. So I went and do a hairdressing course and I learned to color hair. And I learned a certain number of female styles.
Right.
So in the course, I told the tutor, I said, I want to learn these set of styles. And we did it. We worked on it. It was a couple of months. It lasted a couple of months. And I learned to perfect these particular styles. And over time, you expand your amount of styles.
Your repertoire.
Yeah. So that is how I made the transition into the female styles. And to this day, I still don't even know what I want to know. There's so much more.
Yeah, always more to learn.
Because there's more ways to color, there's more ways to, there's different styles, and people, head shapes, hairstyles, there's so much more.
And you have, like, I think anybody working in Trinidad and Tobago, they have such an advantage because the types of hair textures we have is so unique. You know, you're not really going to find this particular blend anywhere else.
Yeah, correct.
You know, so that's really good for you.
Yeah, and the thing is, being of mixed descent, people from all different races come to me. So I have experience with all different types of hair. Some are easier than others, but there's no limitation to say I can't do this or I can't do that or whatever.
And that is super important for people to feel comfortable coming to the hairdresser. But or the the stylist.
Yeah.
But I digress. So I want to ask you, what is in your cup? And tell us about the cup because there's a story with the cup as well.
Right. So I take this cup from a baby.
Stole the child's cup.
I hope she's not looking for it. Right?
Jasmine, this is where. All right.
Yeah, so this is Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason why I chose this cup is because you told me I needed to bring something, a cup with significance.
Yeah.
Right. And to me, this represents family.
Okay.
Right? I am a family man.
Yes.
I love my family. I do what I do for my family as well. Right? So her being the new addition to the family is, I thought it only right to bring this one.
Fair enough.
It was either between this one or the other one I got for Father's Day, say world's best farter. Literally.
I think you made a good choice.
Yeah.
I think this is fine. Yeah.
So it was between that and this one. So I picked this one.
Good job.
Even though the other one that have been more clickbait, you know.
Yeah.
But I chose this one.
I think we're okay. I think we're all right.
You know, yeah.
And what's in the cup?
So what's in the cup is oolong tea.
Okay.
Right? If I could just, so this is what it is. It's oolong tea, authentic thing from China, right? And this is not so I'm going to open it here. There's the authentic original.
Is that part
tea
of your heritage too? Are you part Chinese?
No, but probably the amount of Asian thing is it. Right. So if you can see, I'm going to throw it a little bit here. I hope the camera could pick it up.
And these are tea leaves, guys. Tea leaves. Tea.
Oolong tea. Even though it look like something else, it is not. It is oolong tea.
Tea leaves.
Right? Yeah. And the reason why I chose this one today, I'm gonna cover this.
Yes.
Yeah. The reason why I choose this one today is because, in truth and in fact, I love tea. Right? I love coffee as well too, in its various types.
Yeah.
I think tea is something that you should experience a lot of.
I think so too.
You could just never run out. New blends coming up all the time. But I also believe tea should be something both that you enjoy and also for health benefits.
Good for you.
Right? And this is one of those that captures that well. I love the taste of it, and it's also really great for your health.
It's my first time having it, and I like it too. It's rich without being overpowering.
So one of the things this is known for as well is fat burning. Right? I'm telling you.
I need it.
This is not a sponsored ad, but I'm telling you from experience. Yeah, even as a slim guy with a little fat tummy sometimes, occasionally, it does slim your burn your fat. So it does that well. Right? Another thing this tea is known for is indirectly fighting against cancer.
Okay.
Because it gets rid of free radicals in your body. Which is part of the thing that is responsible for cancer. So regularly I drink this, right?
I will be drinking it regularly from now on.
If you can find it.
All right.
It's hard to find in Trinidad.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
Somebody will bring it from
me. I mean, if you shop online, you could get it. As long as you're willing to pay the shipping and whatever.
Somebody will bring it for me. Somebody, if you're going away, remember me. I want some oolong tea.
Some oolong tea.
Yes, I might share with Antonio. You understand? I want to remain Antonio friend, you know.
So you have to let them know that this is also what is in your cup.
Yes. So guys, because this is my first time, Antonio has so graciously shared his coveted oolong tea with me. So that's what is in my cup, and I actually really like it. I like to usually put a little honey in my tea, but this is fine without anything.
Yeah.
You know, it is rich without being overpowering, and I like that.
Yeah. That has to do with the timer as well too.
He has a very specific routine. You want to tell them about it?
So what I have found that for me, I like the taste at exactly 3 minutes.
3 minutes. No more than a second over, guys.
No more, no less. Right? Because if you do it too under, I find it's too weak. If you do it over, it starts to get bitter. Yeah. So I found 3 minutes to be the way I like it. So I time it. 3 minutes exact. Yeah. It's real serious.
This is the seriousness of the thing. Right? So thank you for sharing that with us. And so that's what's literally in your cup. What about figuratively? You seem to have a lot happening. I mean, 4 kids, wife, business. What's going on in your life these days?
So it is trying to balance everything together, right? Most of the times failing at it. But just being here still and showing up regardless of what, you know. Having staff also means that I'm not only responsible for my family, but I'm responsible for their family as well, right? And being the business owner, their family gets seen about before my family.
It's a big responsibility.
So like even let's say, for example, salaries and stuff, the workers have to get paid before I get paid, right? So it is a constant showing up regardless of how you're feeling, because I don't feel good all the time, mentally or physically, right? But I have to show up still because I've made commitments to people. I have commitment to my family. I have a commitment to other people's family, and I have commitments to the people that paying money to come here for services. You know, in all this time since I've started back here, I've only had to cancel twice.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. People will know me. One thing you know me for is being reliable. If I tell you I'm gonna be there,
you're going to be there.
I told you I was going to be here at 10 o'clock. What time I showed up?
10.
Right?
A little bit before?
A little bit before. I'm not the guy that will take your commitment for granted. Right? So me being committed to my clients and them, if they book an appointment, I showing up. And 2 times I tell you that I didn't show up. One is because my wife went into the labor.
That's kind of important.
And the second time I already was sick. That was the only time I've been sick in the last couple of years.
Pretty good.
So me taking care of my health is part of the reason too why I'm able to show up, because I don't want to get sick and then have to cancel the whole day. Because you have stuff. When I say you, I mean customer. They have commitments, they have events they're going to. You're not going to get a phone call that, hey, Antonio ain't coming out today. That ain't happening.
Exactly.
That ain't happening. You know? I respect people's time, and it is also part of the values that my mother instilled in me, where you be kind to people, and part of being kind to people is to be respectful
of them.
And respectful of what you might be committed to as well, you know. So committed to everybody, committed all around, and just keep on showing up regardless of how you feel.
And that's why they keep coming back.
Well, for sure.
Yeah. So seeing about hair in this time is so, I think that's an amazing thing for you.
Right.
When I was younger, I have memories of like a Saturday morning going with my mother because I had no babysitter. Wherever she went, I was going. More likely than not. Unfortunately, it was her friend at the time who was doing her hair, the person at the salon as well. But I know that a lot of women, look forward to that time. That's their time to see about themselves. But unlike now, where we have, content creation and we have so much access to people and businesses because of social media, we didn't have that back then. So it was literally like only if you went, that's how you would know. How is it for you doing hair and having to merge? Because you also did mention you're a fairly private person, so having to kind of put yourself out there, how has that been? Doing your craft, what you love, and merging it with something that maybe you don't quite love as much, which is the social media.
The social media aspect of is very challenging. I say is because it still is. Right? But that is the world we're living in now, where if it is you have a business, the chances of you being successful at the business increases if people are aware of you. And that is partner is a sprung. A man does bring me some mangoes for me. Just before I go back to that. So what happened is growing up in where I grew up in Port of Spain, the homeless and the sprangers or whatever was a normal thing. Right? So seeing Glenn here now, he doesn't turn me off in any way. Right? Because I know what could happen for somebody to end up like that. I know it's just a genuine love for your heart. While other people might be scared of him by his appearance or whatever, it doesn't bother me. I talk to him the same way. I will call him by his name.
That's important. I noticed that.
I'll be respectful if I have food or cake or whatever. I would
offer him.
It's cool. He doesn't bother me. But
that's beautiful.
It's cool. It's cool. So initially, I was not very good with video editing and things like that. I had a basic thing, because in my previous job, like the managers or whoever would ask me to make like little flyers, and short videos and things. So very, very basic, right? But now when it is, I realize that you have to put this stuff on social media because the times change where if long time you would go to a barber shop, you would sit down and you'd watch and you'd see, okay, which one of the barbers have a lot of people, and say, okay, that's probably the good guy. I will go by him. People ain't doing that anymore.
No, they want to see your stuff online.
So now I could show you somebody who work and it ain't looking, I get looking now, right? But I had to put it out still. Right?
Because you have to get your name out there.
Something. The thing is, there must be a first time for everything. So get out quick now, right? The quicker you could mess up, the faster you get to where it is you're trying to go. I feel like this San Antonio for me today. That's what I feel. But anyway, go ahead. So I believe that you go feel your way to success, right? So here's what.
Feel your way to success.
Correct.
I like that.
So here what. Get them failures out of the way fast now. Let's do it quick. The bandit, get it out of the way because the faster you will get to where you need to go. Right? So I put the videos out regardless of how they look. Right? And over time, they will refine and refine because I would pay attention to what people like, what they're responding to, what they're not responding to. And I still test different videos and whatever, and I'll change it up, say, okay, this not working, that working, whatever. But it had to be done because in order to get the reach or the clients that I was trying to get. Right? Because in the same barbershop, next to it, at a certain point in time, it had another barber there, separate barbershop, and he was way better than me. But I had more clients than him, and that because even though he better, nobody really knew
about him.
To me, right? So I realized the importance of just showing up in people's faces all the time.
In the face,
right? And where the face is in the phone. Right?
Where their faces is in their phone.
So I had to show up in their phone all the time. right? So I would try.
Brilliant.
At that time, I tried to put out videos every day. It didn't always happen. Now, with everything that happening, I actually slow down on the amount of people, on the amount of videos I'm putting out. So I might do one video for the week, maybe two if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to that point eventually where we're going back to posting more regularly.
What made you decide that it was important to tell people's stories through transformation? Because that's a lot of the videos people are familiar with in terms of you now on your social media presence. It's the transformation videos, you know?
Yeah, so the storytelling aspect of it is stuff that people would come and say off camera. Right? These are the things that we will talk about off camera.
Because you know, everybody's tell the hairdresser and a stylist and a barber all the business.
Correct. But because we started become known for doing makeovers, where the makeover concept actually existed as early as I could recall it back in the 90s when I used to see it on cable. Right? And knowing it happening from then is the exact same thing now. But then they used to do it as a TV show.
Yes.
And it would be done with full clothes and
like
all
what not to wear.
Right? Yeah. So they'll take somebody or somebody grandmother. Give them a whole brand new thing. I can't remember the name of the TV show, but
I think I remember what not to wear. That was one. So they would go and help you with your wardrobe, but then in the end they do everything, new hairstyle, new everything.
Correct. So the concept of the doing the makeover existed as far as I could recall back then. I don't know how far back it goes, but that is my first memory of it, right? So we started become known for doing the makeovers, at least just with the hair and the makeup, because we didn't do any clothes or anything like that. Don't have that kind of facility here. Doing somebody's clothes requires much more effort, right? And time. You're doing something in a couple hours, right? And the storytelling aspect of it is the own individual's personal story that they will choose to share. And even a lot of it still, I record off. I don't record. Sorry, we talk off camera because some of it I either will not put it out there for the public, or the person
they wouldn't want
not
it.
Comfortable, right? But we still talk about it because I always want to know why you're doing it. This is not just a makeover, right? This is about restoring somebody's confidence, right? And so my tagline not up as yet, but
as yet
it coming in the next week or so. So the tagline is going to be up in the salon, rediscover your confidence.
I like that.
And that is the whole mission, what it is we try to do. So the fellas and them, for example, they kind of keep fresh most of the time. It's almost every week, every 2 weeks, right? But for ladies in particular, mothers in particular, they take care of everybody else except themselves. Right? So what tends to happen is that after a while, you don't feel
special.
Like how you're used to. You don't feel nice. You don't feel beautiful inside. You don't feel beautiful outside. You just start to feel down, right? And there's a old saying, you look good, you feel good. Right? So how it is I approach this is I don't try to change anybody. Right? It's like if you have an old car, old faithful car, handling you well over them years.
Regina.
Right?
Now.
Right? But exposure to the weather. Exposure to the road or whatever, the car will start to look thing. No, the car is still the car. Still the old faithful. So you can take it by the detail and you get it buff and polish. I'm the detailer. So I can restore what was already there. I ain't changing nothing. I ain't doing over the motor.
You're just bringing it out.
Correct. And showing people what was always there, right? And in that moment when you see yourself in that new version of you, that's magical. Take what I tell you.
Yes, I've seen a few videos. Some have brought us to tears. You know?
I just be holding back tears because man don't like to cry on camera now, right? But I just be trying to hold back too. The staff, when they see it, they just have to turn their face because they just right? But it could be very, very emotional at times.
Seeing their reactions.
And some people will see the videos that we post and think it's fake. None of it is fake. Every single one you see is simply the videos that you see here is just recording what actually happened. So what does I show you part of the process? Everything is real, right? Except the time when I pretend to cut off somebody. I mean, you had to throw a little
Yeah.
But other than that, the reactions is 100% real.
Okay.
I try to record as much of it as possible, and then the hard part is chopping down that to a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Because if I show you the whole thing, you might be here for half an hour watching that video, and while that might be fine, the video algorithms will drop the reach. You know. Some stories can't be shortened. Right?
True.
So, for example, there was one where a lady told me about a dream. So why you gonna cut your dream short? So I put a whole video 10 minutes. Right? And people listened because we are intrigued to know your story. Right? There was
people also relate. It resonates with people too.
Of course. And then there was another video I did with a young lady who was shot in a heist attempt. Right? And I shared her story, her testimony, same way. Testimony is a better word for some of them,
I like it.
than story. So I shared her testimony, and the world shared in her testimony as well, right? And the Bible says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, right? So a lot of people learn about God through your testimony.
Yes, that's how it comes.
So what we do here is not just about here as well. I have also come to accept that this is part of my
your mission, your ministry.
Right, my ministry, correct. And because as I did start off there, telling you that what is you're seeing here is only God responsible for it, right? So wouldn't God give you his work to do?
You have a responsibility too.
Yeah. So a lot of people hear about God through your testimonies. So it's my responsibility to share that testimony. Right? I mightn't be out there preaching and thing or whatever. But in my own little way, I can share the gospel in whatever way I can, right? And by allowing people to share their testimonies, right? Because even me, I could tell you my testimony about the time I nearly dead when I was 6 years old and all kind of thing, right?
Well, we don't talk about that.
No, we don't talk about that.
All right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Part 2.
But I could give you a little hint. Right on Piccadilly Street, get bounced down. 6 years old, nearly lost my whole leg.
Wow.
Right? But anyway, we're here still. Amen. I will not be called the 1 foot man. Right?
If the Lord says so.
Correct.
It's so.
So we're here still, right?
Yeah.
And plenty of other things over time. Because everybody have their testimony, whether they like to admit it or not. Right? Everybody, right?
Yeah.
You know, they tell you about the time get gun in my face and all kind of things. Couple times. But anyway, we're here for that.
Part 2. Yeah. We're coming back. We're
We're here for that today.
Yeah.
Right? So in it is a more all-encompassing thing where it have a couple different angles. You have the testimony aspect of it. You have the confidence restoring aspect of it. And of course, you get a good hairstyle too that could pass as well, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of people, especially natural hair women, they don't know how to take care of the hair, what products to use, how to make it look good and things like that, right? And having daughters, I experimented a lot, right, with them. They would tell you themselves one of these days.
Just remember that he old. Right? Remember that.
But for many years I was a single parent too, raising them.
And you have to comb the hair?
Yeah, living with me. I was combing the hair, and they would be going to primary school, and the schoolmates asking them, who comb your hair? And they hold the chest up and say, Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah, for real. No, it wasn't looking like the way it looking like no, right?
Thank God for growth.
Yeah,
start somewhere.
So over the years, I spent a lot of time learning how to deal with natural hair, experimenting with different products, and I still do that. So over the years, I've refined my technique, refined which products to use, and I could tell you exactly what to use for every single hair type. Right? Now, yes, it have plenty of other products on the market, so which is why I still test a lot. Right? But you can't walk in here and I not tell you what to use for your hair. I know exactly what to use for your hair.
Well, after 21 years.
Yeah.
You should.
Correct. And all them practice with them girl children.
And all them poor girl children.
Yeah.
Them poor girl children.
Because the thing is, all of them have different hair types too. Right?
Yeah.
So I would have learned, the hair type is different from mine as well too. Right? So I would have learned which products to use for what, which techniques. And I'm always learning.
I like that about you, Yeah.
Even just today, I tell one of them, I learned something new about how to reduce frizz when styling the hair. And I discovered that last week by accident. But I'm paying attention and I'm always learning with every single thing I do, right? And because of that, you find that wherever I put my hands on, I excel at it.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, I always, as I say, fail to success.
Yeah.
Right? And also, I'm always trying to learn.
Yeah.
So even though things might look like failures,
you're feeling your way to success.
Yeah, because by failings at something, you learn what not to do.
Exactly, which is almost as important as knowing what to do.
But that is how you separate the novices from the experts. You know? The novices didn't make the mistakes as yet.
Yeah.
The experts make all the mistakes already.
And they've been able to learn from it and grow from it.
Correct.
So you're in this field. I mean, anybody could call themselves a stylist or whatever.
Yeah.
We were plenty of that in Trinidad. Some are, to their credit, really good, and some are maybe novices. Or right.
You had to start somewhere.
I was at that
point as well too.
What is there anything about this particular field or in general that boils your water? That is a pet peeve that makes you angry or upset? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I can answer that right now for you.
We're listening.
Sending me pictures of AI hairstyles and telling me you want that. Right? Because the AI hairstyles will do a lot of times what natural hair can't do.
Yeah, but because it's AI, they make it,
Correct. And so you would send me that with the AI hair, because the AI don't have scanty hair.
Yeah.
The AI
always
have no patches.
Yeah.
Right?
Always looking like it's in water.
Yeah. And then they will send me that and expect to get the hair looking like that. And that is my pet peeve now in this industry.
Yeah.
Right? I hate that. So for anybody listening, do me a favor. Don't send me no AI pictures.
No AI.
All right? Thanks.
Yeah.
Please and thanks. Yeah.
Please and thanks.
Please and thanks.
Anything else?
Just that.
Okay.
Just that. That is to tell you how much it annoys me. Everything else I could deal with.
Yeah.
They see the AI pictures, and now it's actually going to AI videos or the hairstyles because it's spinning and now and doing all kind of things. They're showing all the different sides. But the human hair can't do that thing.
Yeah.
Right? It can't do them thing. Right? And not only that too, sometimes people will watch and think that that particular hair type is their hair type, and it's not. Yeah. You might have straight hair, but you have about at least 4 different types of straight hair. There's Asian, there's Caucasian, there's East Indian, and then there's one that is a little bit mixed, but it's still straight, and they will behave different. Right?
Correct.
So not because you see somebody with straight hair or you see the AI with straight hair means your straight hair could do that.
Exactly. Right? Your straight hair might have a little weird.
And it might have same thing with different types of curly hair, as we know it has different types. But even if you see somebody with the same type of curly hair where they call it, like let's say either 3C, 4C, whatever, your specific hair might still be different. It might have a different density. It might behave different. Your hair might have a propensity towards lying down or being up. It's just real different. Right? So send the pictures, but allow me with the AI now.
Allow him with the AI.
Allow me with the AI. That's my pet peeve.
Okay.
Right? I could answer that right here.
One. That was well done. Well done. So you, as you said before, you have a lot of responsibility within your own family. You have responsibility to your staff, to their families. And then of course to your clients. How are you managing all of this? Like, how is your mental health?
My mental health is only good and functioning to the grace of God. Take what I'm telling you. Because the amount of balls are juggling, I don't know many other people who could do that. Right? I'm sure it have them then. I don't know them. Right?
I don't know them.
Yeah, I know a few. Right? One of the coping mechanisms that I have come to use is compartmentalization, right?
Okay.
And I was told that it's not healthy.
It's really not the best.
But here what? I'm functioning.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's allowing me to get the job done and try again tomorrow. Right? So I don't know how healthy it is, but I hear still.
I mean, okay, so remember earlier we were talking, I think we were speaking off camera, and we were talking about how AI is a tool and it's what you do with the tool, just like, everything else. So it's a similar thing with compartmentalizing. It's a tool, it's fine, but depending on how you use it, it can become detrimental to you.
Right. So how I use it, if let's say something stressful at work, I go home, cut that off.
Right, because work kind of interfere with home.
and vice versa.
Right.
Right? When I leaving home, if something stressful happened at home, and I cross that bridge, literally it's a bridge I cross to come out from here, right? And I cross that bridge, as I cross that bridge, that's done.
Yeah.
Right then and there, that switch flip.
Do you go back to it at any point in time? Yeah?
When I reach back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because some people, that's the thing which causes the problems with compartmentalizing. They put it in the box so they can function, but then they don't go back to deal with it. And so it's there, like water under concrete, undermining.
Not all the time, but for the most part, I will deal with that when I reach back to that situation.
Fair enough. That's good.
And sometimes too, what I do, again, I don't know how healthy this is, but I can tell you.
Tell me.
I give myself a time limit to be depressed.
Okay. Tell me more about this.
5 minutes. Take your shower. When that shower done, you ain't depressed no more.
Okay.
Right? So go ahead, bathe and feel sad.
Yes.
When that 5 minutes done, or however long, I might take a little longer if I'm a little depressed.
I mean, a little bit,
But generally, shower is about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? When that 5 minutes done, or that 10 minutes done, that 15 minutes done, whatever, and that done, that depression done.
Okay.
Right? No, that is because I forced myself to do that. No, that means I deal with whatever situation might have caused it, right? I'm just telling you about being able to function.
To cope and function,
Because I want to be able to show up for the people I had to show up for my children, for my family, for my wife, for the clients, for the workers, whatever. I want to be able to show up, right? And I don't like things spilling over. Right? So when you see me, if I just using as an example of a client, right? You shouldn't see me looking depressed. If you come here to feel good, because I strongly believe in the transference of energy. Right? Now, I will try to explain to you why it is I believe that. Right? Things that mankind discovered, gravity, different laws. They have all these laws and whatever. God created these laws. God created gravity. Man discovered it. Right? So there is this thing called law of attraction. Right? And it's very popular nowadays because people use it to get stuff. Right? Just like a tool, as I say, you could use that tool however you want. So this law is actually one of God's law because it says in the Bible, as a man thinketh in his heart, so that is essentially the law of attraction. Right? But they flip it to mean law of attraction to get
what you want. You manifest it.
Yeah, manifestation, right? Because God's word is law. Is the truth, whether you like it or not. You don't have to believe it, but it is what it is. Because you don't have to like gravity, but jump off the building now.
And it will impact you.
Right? Correct. So God's laws are here and it exists. Plenty of it we still haven't discovered as yet, I believe, right? So back in, just going and show you some of my history here now where everything come to play. Right? And I'm going to bring it back to how I use it in work. And with this compartmentalization and depression and thing, right? I did physics in school, right? Both in secondary school and when I was studying to do x-rays, right? And in doing physics, you had to go back to the atomic level, right? And the atom has something called frequency or precession, meaning that the atom is spinning like a top, right? And the rate at which it spins is called the frequency measured in hertz, right? Now, we could say, whatever about law of attraction? God created that atom,
right? And
God created it to spin, and each atom will spin at a different frequency, right? And when I did magnetic resonance imaging, that principle of the spinning atom is what the whole MRI or magnetic resonance is based on, right? So how it is that your body is made up of mostly water. And if you recall from in secondary school or wherever, water is 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom.
Oh, I should tell you, I didn't do physics.
Okay, but you know the term H2O.
Water,
Correct. Everybody know H2O. So H2O is 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom. And it is spinning. So the hydrogen atoms are spinning at a particular rate or frequency. The oxygen atom is spinning at a particular rate. But you have double the amount of hydrogen than water. Right? So they know, the scientists know the frequency that the hydrogen atoms measure of spinning at, right? When they discovered magnetic resonance now, is they turned an electromagnet to function at the same frequency of the hydrogen atoms, right? So when it is your body goes into the MRI machine and they turn on the magnet, bam. But what you hear is more like bang, 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 bang. Like it's switching on and off fast, right? So when the magnetic frequency turns on and it sends out a frequency wave, a waveform at the exact same frequency as the hydrogen atom, they interact. And it interacts only with the hydrogen atom and nothing else, even though your body feels that alternative, and causes the atom to flip upside down. Right?
Okay.
And when it flip upside down, that is when the magnet is on because it's interacting.
Yeah.
When they switch it off, the hydrogen atom will turn back up on its right side up, and it's turning right side up, it gives off energy. And that energy is what the machine reads to form the image in a nutshell. So give you all that science now to tell you now that people composed of all these atoms, all these atoms giving off frequencies, we call it energy, right? So you might hear somebody feeling low.
Yeah.
And as they walk through that door, you start to feel down too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because their frequency would have interacted with your frequencies on an atomic level.
Yeah.
As I said, that God created, no superstitious, not no new age thing that they twist it all how.
Yeah.
This is physics that God created, right? So your energy level, I will interact with it and I will feed off of it. It will interact with me whether I like it or not, right? So you could test this theory. Walk into a room with a big smile on your face. And watch what happens.
You light up the room.
Right? Because your energy now or your frequency would have been a little bit higher, right? And that is easier to interact with somebody than you feeling low, right? So now, when I switch off that depression timer, that frequency change, so I do affect the people that I'm around.
Totally understand, because especially within like my field as well, I have to be mindful of that same transference of energy.
Correct.
And it could go both ways.
Correct.
Right? It could go both ways. So I think it's good that you have that. Sit next time, the timer.
Yeah.
Right? But be so careful professionally. But also I think it's important for you to ensure that you have that time to go through that, to deconstruct that, to acknowledge it whenever, right? Because whatever it is, as you said, as you rightly said, you haven't dealt with your root cause.
Yeah.
You know, so ensuring that at some point in time, you know, you go back to deal with that, because otherwise it's just like the AC in the background. It's on. It's not hurting you, right? But it's only when you realize it's not blowing as cold as it needs to, or you start to see the water dripping from it, that's when you realize there's issues.
Correct.
You know, so do what you need to do to function, but ensure that you're maintaining accurately so that you don't have to now go and do this restorative work.
Correct.
Because you're not taking care of yourself.
Correct.
You know, so just want to put that out there for you.
Right? I take it. I appreciate it.
Right?
Yeah.
That moment sponsored by Equilibre.
Equilibre Counselling and Consulting Services.
Right?
Yeah. So you do, what do you do for fun? Because you have a passion for hair, but what do you do for fun?
This is fun to me.
Yes.
Right? And this is very different from everything. So this is more an isolated activity.
Is this also how you think you relieve some stress?
For sure. For sure. If I were to tell you, when I wake up in the morning, if I were given the option of do hair or paint, I'll paint. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Well, I feel enough times to get to that level.
How long have you been doing art?
Since I was 14 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
Off and on.
You did it in school too?
Yeah, in secondary school. You know. I'm also an author too.
Listen.
Should I mention that?
Well, you're right.
Yeah. I write a book about my art.
What's the name of it? Tell the people.
The name is Diaries of an Artist, 2016 to 2018. We're still waiting on book 2.
Okay, yeah.
But I've decided to put a pause on the book 2 because of priorities.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because the art and the writing and whatever will remain there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, as I tell you, I have commitments, I have responsibility. I have to see about this. I will get to the book too soon.
When can we get this? Where can we get the book?
On Amazon.
Okay.
But
online?
The easiest way I found is that if you search for my name exactly, if you search for Antonio Figuero, with the correct spelling, because Amazon will try to change the spelling, but with the correct spelling, you'll see it show up there. Okay. And what the book is about is that I selected a couple of my paintings done during that period in time for in and around Port of Spain where I was living at the time. Yeah. And I basically gave you the stories and the insights behind each piece.
Okay.
So because looking
That
at this,
sounds
you
intriguing.
don't know why I did
No.
what I did here, but so it puts you into my mind
Yeah.
and you understand why I did what I did. It could be a simple matter of why I put that color here.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Or what was the story behind each piece, right? There's a lot of characters which Port of Spain known for having homeless and destitute people. So that is a strong language. Let me retract that. Not destitute, homeless. Right? Homeless individuals, many of whom I befriended, and I put them in the work sometimes, right?
Okay.
And in it, I would share some of their stories because they would tell me, you know, Woodford Square, for example, you would go have a lot of pieces in Woodford Square,
Okay.
and I would listen to the conversations I hear in Woodford Square, and I would put them in the book sometimes.
Do you sell your art?
Yeah, everything you see is for sale. Even if the original sold, prints. So these what you see in here now is prints.
Okay.
Yeah, prints. Everything.
All right. So they just reach out to you if they need to get some art.
Yeah. If you want to see the art alone, I do have an Instagram page. It's Antonio Figuero Fine Art.
Okay.
You could go there. I don't have everything up. A little lackadaisical on that part.
Let's do better.
Well, I don't really push the art too much.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I push the other stuff.
Right.
I can't push everything.
Everything, with the same energy,
Correct. Something that's had to take priority and everything else does suffer.
Okay.
And right now in this season, this is priority.
Fair enough.
Right, what you're seeing happening here, you know. So I do a lot of painting sometimes and I just lean them up against the wall and move on to the next one and nobody ever sees them.
Wow.
Yeah?
Because it's for you.
Yeah, correct. So, but I do think that an exhibition is on the horizon.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
So, Antonio, this has been great. I don't want to stop talking to you, but we have to stop.
Well, at some
at least
point
for now, you know.
Did you ask all the questions you wanted?
I absolutely did.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I hope.
I feel like more questions want to come, but I have to.
Yeah, because when I giving you something, I give you meat.
Yeah, and I like meat. I like to make sure my belly full.
You know,
but I would say for now I'm satiated.
Good.
Yes,
good.
this is really great.
And I hope that the listeners or the viewers, I hope you all enjoy it too.
The one thing I'll ask you again, do you feel, us having that discussion about, the energy and stuff like that, do you feel like it's difficult to always be at that level where you have to kind of like give so much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By nature, I'm an introvert.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Generally.
Unaware.
Yeah. Most people wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
But if you look at me normally, or see me not working or anything like that, which is why I like the painting so much, I'm usually by myself.
Okay.
Sitting. I love alone time. Oh my gosh, I love that.
4 daughters. Yeah. And a wife.
Yeah. So the few times that they would not be home, I enjoy it.
You're in your element.
Yeah, I might get a little or two.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
Yes.
You know? I love getting away in these nature vibes.
Yeah.
I love bush. I love nature stuff.
That is amazing considering you're from the city.
Yeah. I always used to tell my mother that I grew up in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
I think you have the heart of a South man,
Well, I don't know South.
You have the heart of a South man. I said it. It's there.
But
we have claimed you.
Yeah, but I did notice, that the further south I go,
the
more I like it.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Or east, I like Toko. I love Toko.
I'm back from there. We said so.
I love Toko. I have some family up in Toko.
Okay,
too,
fair enough.
right?
All right.
Actually,
okay,
yes.
Toko, you can get a little bit too.
A lot of my mom's family is up in Toko, right? Who would have migrated from Singapore.
Fair enough.
Toko is the south and the east.
Okay, we'll give it.
South
at the east. So we'll give it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, really, really amazing. So I like up on that side. I like nature vibes.
Okay.
And that is where my artistic side shows up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there are so many different types of art.
Yeah.
But this is the type that I choose to do. When I was in Port of Spain, I did a lot more cityscapes because being an artist, you're always aware of your surroundings. And whatever surroundings you're in, you absorb that, you internalize it, and then you output based on whatever creative things that have happened in your mind. But it all started based on your input, your surroundings. So when I lived up on that side, I mostly did cityscapes, urban landscapes and stuff. And when I moved to Chaguanas, I was now surrounded by something different because Chaguanas still have a lot of city side.
Yeah.
But I gravitated more towards the more rural side of it.
Yeah.
Also because I moved to Chaguanas during COVID.
Right.
We were mostly inside.
Yeah.
Didn't really around much people and things. So there, places like this is where I could have gone out.
Yeah.
And I started absorbing that surrounding. So you find that during that time, this is something that will be talked about in the next book, where you would notice a shift in the style and in the the motif or whatever the subject matter is. You would notice a gradual shift to now it's mostly bush, but it's not really about the bush.
Right.
It's more about the light. Right?
It's not about the bush.
Yeah, it's about the light. So I can just paint a simple tree, but what makes it interesting is the light on the subject matter.
Yes.
Right?
Where's the shade? Where's the light?
Yeah. So when I'm looking at a painting now, I don't care what the subject matter is.
Yeah.
Is the light on it interesting? If it's not, it wouldn't catch my eye. But if there's something interesting happening with the light, that's what catch my eye, and that's what I focus on.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I did art for 2 years in secondary school, but I'm not ashamed to say that my brother did a lot of it for me.
Wow.
Because he
good thing he got
got a distinction in art. Okay.
Yeah.
And what am I doing? Shading a tree or a vegetable?
Okay,
what am I doing? I can't do it
it's
well
not for everybody.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
However,
So he helped me.
But I do believe that all of us have a creative side.
I thank you for saying that, because sometimes I feel like I don't.
Everybody have a creative side because you have a brain, right? I remember you were made in the image and likeness of God, and God is the creator,
ultimate creator.
Correct.
But I like how you're able to process and use that, in both your art forms. Yeah, because I do believe what you do with it is art as well.
It is, of course.
Yeah,
and that's part of the beauty of it, because I still get to be creative.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So even though, for example, people would come and they would tell me what they want to do, some people allow me creative freedom.
Right.
And
that's great.
They're okay with.
Yeah.
I did a lady here purple and pink last week. She said, do whatever you want. I said,
and you're like, purple and pink it is.
Yeah. Because I feed off their energy. I try to figure out what type of person he is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might ask you what you do for a living. So I will know, all right, if you're working in a bank or you're working in parliament,
I probably can't do purple and pink. At least I'm bright.
Yeah. So or I might ask you how your supervisors or your boss or whatever might feel about a particular style or color. Because I don't want you to get in trouble before we move forward,
Yeah.
So I would feed off of that energy. I would feed off your personality. I would watch your face, things like that, and make suggestions. So it allows a lot of creativity to happen, and I love it.
And I hope that you're able to do it for as long as you can. Yeah.
Well, I have some good ideas and visions as well, because what you see in here now is not all.
No, there is more to come.
And I thrive off working on stuff. You
always have projects.
Like one of the worst things could happen in my life is to wake up and have nothing to do. I can't think of anything worse.
Fair enough.
I know it's okay, right? It's fine to take rest and stuff, but when I say have nothing to do, meaning that there's nothing you're working on as a long term. And it could be simply a matter of planning a trip, a staycation or something, but having nothing to do, right? So that's why, for me personally, I don't lime much, right? For you to get me to come out and lime is for an occasion, so it's like a celebration, or come, even if relaxation is the purpose, that is the purpose.
Yes.
But just liming for liming's sake, and there's nothing. Call me or text me.
So you can't relate.
Right? And it's just, so there's always something I'm working on, some idea, like I have notes and stuff of things that where I would like to take this business as well, where I could see my family life going. I see they fitting into this at some point if they decide to. Stuff that I would like to do with my wife as well. Just long-term and short-term
vision and
projects.
foresight.
You know, and I don't know if I will get to do all, because a lot of times the ideas that I have, the Lord just turn it into something bigger. Right? And I've seen that, right? Where you could only see one step at a time.
But He sees everything.
And usually what He has planned for me is better than what I have planned for myself.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So if I have big plans for myself, right? And I know
Exactly.
he have bigger plans for me,
You have time to give that time.
right?
Yeah.
God spare life. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see where this is going,
Yeah.
you know? And part of me also really excited to see what my children doing,
Yeah.
you know? Because I see them growing up and thing, and I have an idea
Mm-hmm.
where, because you know the little idiosyncrasies on what each one
Yeah.
has or whatever. But what are they going to turn that into? I don't know.
And that is something that you await with anticipation.
Yes, so I hope God spare
Mhm.
my life that I'll be around to see it.
I hope so
You know?
too. And I think
Yeah.
that's a great place for us to end.
All right, then.
Again.
Yeah.
So Antonio, before we go
Yeah.
though, we want to thank you so much for allowing us to be here, to chat with you, to experience the space. How do we find you? How do our viewers and listeners find you?
So we're here in the salon.
Right?
So to find me for this particular service,
Mm-hmm.
the easiest thing to do is to go on the website.
Okay.
The website is antoniosalon.com.
Antonio
Not
Salon.
Antonio the Salon,
Okay.
Antonio Salon. And the reason is because that domain was already taken.
Oh,
Right?
noted.
So if you go on that, AntonioTheSalon.com,
It's not you.
is somebody else up in Texas or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Right?
We don't want
Which
that.
is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
there must be plenty Antonios who have salons.
I mean, apparently there are at least two. So
There's more than
you
that.
and that person.
There's more than that. I've checked because when I did my research,
Yeah.
I would have seen. But hey, I'm here. This is my domain.
Right?
I am legally called Antonio.
Yes.
I have a salon.
Antonio Salon.
Right?
Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So the website is Antonio Salon, and
Mhm.
there you will find the location. You will find the link to the WhatsApp. You will also find the easiest way to book an appointment is on the website.
Okay.
Right? Because on the website you could request, not book, request.
Mhm.
Right? The date you want, the time you want, and the service you want.
And then you will let them know that's available.
Correct, correct. So the staff now will contact them and let them know if it's available or not. If it's
Yeah.
not, then they work it out back right
Okay.
here. Right?
Mhm.
Alternatively, they could WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 868 because we're in Trinidad and
Yes.
Tobago. So 868-466-8903.
Mhm.
You could rewind the video if you need it repeated.
Pause it. Mhm.
Right? And you could send us a WhatsApp.
Mhm.
WhatsApp text is preferred over calls because even if you call, we're going to tell you, send a WhatsApp.
Send a WhatsApp. Mhm.
Because we need to track the conversation and how it
Yes.
happened.
Yes.
And because we have different staff controlling the bookings and whatnot,
Yeah.
it is hard for information to be transferred on phone call
Mm-hmm.
because when you call and say, I call and so, yeah, but you're talking to somebody different.
Yeah.
So if you send a WhatsApp text, it's best because we could go back
For the
we could
records,
read,
yeah. Mhm.
Right? If it is you're interested in following on social media, you could look for us on all the social media platforms, either Cuts by Antonio or Antonio_the Salon.
Okay.
Right? And just for the record, Cuts by Antonio is spelled like it's spelled in the English dictionary.
CUT with an S, not a Z?
Correct.
Okay.
No other way. No other way. Right? Because I did tell you my first job was, one of my first job was medical transcription.
You did say that.
Right?
Mm.
So English is a big part of my beliefs.
Yes.
And I
yes.
believe in easing the communication.
Mhm.
So I don't want to have to explain to you how to spell a wrong spelling. No. Cuts by Antonio. Right?
Fair
and
enough.
on top of that, if you
Mhm.
know my wife, she's a grammar guru.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So she's not gonna let that slide.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct,
Mhm.
correct.
Fair enough.
And I try not to embarrass my wife as best as possible.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you find me. It Cuts by Antonio on the social media platforms.
Mhm.
And you could also search for Antonio the Salon.
And in terms of your art, I know you mentioned it earlier, but you want to repeat it one more time?
Right. So
Mhm.
for the art, yeah, you could contact me directly on the platform. But
Mhm.
if you want to see the work, you look on Instagram for Antonio Figuero Fine Art. Make sure and spell the name correctly, otherwise you wouldn't find
No
it.
A, guys.
Correct.
Mm.
And you could get the book on Amazon. Just search for Antonio Figuero and you'll see the book as well.
Alright. Antonio, this has been great. I hope you
Yeah.
had a good time.
For sure, for
It's
sure.
been long in coming.
Yeah.
We've
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry for taking
We've
so
been
long.
waiting a while.
So
What
I can say
happened
it on
was
camera. Yeah. What happened was being so spreading my tentacles so far.
Yeah.
Some things get left behind, right? And your email was one of them.
Thank you so
unfortunately.
much.
But thank Darcel that she was on it.
Yeah, because I messaged her and I
Yeah.
was like, hey, what's going on with your husband?
And even though she would
Mhm.
remind me, sometimes I would forget. That's part of the ADHD. So
Yeah.
you forget.
Yeah, she was like,
certain
did he didn't reach out to you? So
things.
yeah.
And then she tell me,
But we get in your location.
yes.
I mean, Nothing happens before it's time.
For
and
sure,
everything
for
happens
sure.
for a reason.
I believe that now is the best time to do it.
Mhm.
This interview will also help to promote the new location,
Yes.
which I'm really glad for as well.
Yay.
The new location is number 53, Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas, directly opposite the health center.
Yes.
Right? Once you driving down here, you can't miss the signs.
Yeah, you
You know?
can't miss it.
Even in the nighttime, it lighting up for you.
Hello.
So you'll see it.
I told you this was great. Thank you so much for being here on
Yeah.
Chit Chat with
I
Two
appreciate
Teas.
you having me.
Yes, of course. And we'll have you back with the other half to complete the set.
Apparently there's more to tell.
I think so. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Again, I am JL Valdez, your host and counseling psychologist. Thank you for tuning in for all the mental health actual factuals. And until next time, take care of yourself. And scene. Yay! Good job!
I appreciate it.
This was great.
Nice. Yeah,
Thank you for the tea.